first gate. Press play, no need to debate. AOA, check me out. Look, clocked in, you can catch the hype. Golden Dawn, how we follow the light. Anime like life, married to it, my wife.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages? Welcome back to the AOA show. I'm your host, as always, Ian, along with the boys Isaiah.
Ohio.
And Gavin.
Iritakimasu.
And today we're hitting you with more blog posts this time. Season 2, episodes 270 to 278. Once again, compiled by the beautiful moderators that we have on our YouTube channel and our Discord server. So thank you very much for that. We're going to hop right into it. If you guys like the content today, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, sharing with your friends, and commenting your thoughts down below. What did you think of our read-through of these blog posts? What were your thoughts on the blog posts in particular, and your thoughts on Tower of God? And how excited are you for us to get past the hidden floor, or really into the hidden floor is really what it is? Because this was kind of like a precursor. You know, it's like a lot of like workings going on, but now we met Papa Kun, and you know we got some things getting introduced now, so it's gonna be a wild ride from here on out. We're excited to take that journey and keep climbing with you. But anyway, getting on with it, Gavin, if you wouldn't mind taking it away for episode 270.
Oh, I would not. Would you mind highlighting that 270 real fast?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
270. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh man, Han Sung looks taller than he is supposed to be. But it's just his head is smaller. That's I kind of like read it in the future.
And
I was like, his hair's down.
I like Han Sung with his hair down.
Yeah. He can clean up.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, he cleans up, huh?
The bag looks too small for his size, and his smile looks like he's mocking someone. I got too lazy to change it, and I did fulfill Han Sung's wish of being taller. So.
See, it's a height complex canon confirmed by SIU.
Yeah, he's just like hinted it so many times. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I wonder if you all had a good Chisok break. The thing is that I haven't been charged myself, but at least in the heart I am. Regardless, there's still a day of Chisok holidays. I hope you guys had a healthy and good holiday. You know I'm happy when you are. This week we have the big breeder who holds a key element, so I wasn't sure how to portray him, but I decided to give him a mustache that I've been pushing.
Coming right out with it, huh? Okay.
Hey.
I don't know why, but I don't know why I do it, but it's fun to draw them. My first thought was an evil version of Doctor Strange, classical and quintessential mage of evil. Since I'm bringing in a lot from the classic stuff, I thought this kind of stuff would fit right in. So it just came through with the little changes. I thought that he didn't have to look at all that great, at least in my mind, but like Hell Joe, he is a crack upon this world. Since the Hidden Floor arc has similar themes to the Floor of Death, a lot of the lore and central themes themselves will be similar. On why the quest ended so subtly, we'll get more on that later, but I wasn't planning on making a lot of quests for the Bard Village in the first place. The next few stages won't make the quests important either, although concepts such as stages or quests make it sound so big, there's a reason for all of this. So you should stick along with me for a bit. What I can say is this: although the lore is limitless, the story is not, but drawing octopuses is fun. I may get addicted. And the containment area, although fun to draw, is very difficult. This is something my assistants are working hard for. I'm kind of disappointed it went by quickly, but I do want to draw spaces like this later in more depth, closed spaces with many traps. There's a charm to it. Of course, whenever we draw it, we always have trouble. Next week, we'll be Bam escaping this containment area and Kun meeting the big breeder to complete the grand quest in a race against time, or something like that. So please be on the lookout for next week. SIU.
I love that, like, a lot of the like the big breeder, the first one we meet, and like the octopus, like a lot of the concepts behind their creations is just like, it's fun to draw them.
Yeah.
Like, I love drawing mustaches. It's like, you know.
I love how he just gets on ththese things, right, where he does that, right, and then he's like, we'll do this next week. He's like, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think maybe.
Whatever.
I don't know.
It's funny. Anyway, moving on to episode 271. This is a
Viol.
sweet drawing.
Is that like a
this
bow
is
staff or something?
Dude,
this
that's
is,
why
is it
Viol
the
is
Black
just-
March?
Oh, you
I don't
jerk.
know.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. He's probably going to tell us, but it's cool to guess. Yeah, that's a cool picture. In this chapter, the moment Bomb arrives, he's in trouble. It's not that I have fun giving Bomb a hard time, but I don't plan on giving him an easy life. He's kind of like Cinderella in that he gets thrown around here and there, and suddenly he appears. I think that suits him more. Well, keep working at it, Bomb. He's like, go get him, Tiger. That's good. Divine Whirlpool has kind of become a master key to any puzzle game, it seems. It's a special power, but one Bomb is still rough with. About the relationship between Vadis and the mayor. I don't know if I should have said something and then proceeded, but because of the sheer size of Vadis' initial dialogue, and to focus on the strife between Big Breeder and Vadis, and the problem of the freedom to sing, I chose to place his relationship with the mayor Rose here in hopes that it would help amplify the upcoming arc. I'm assuming Vadis is Badis, the guy who talks.
Yeah, I think, and that's like he mentioned something up top, the divine I think that's the black hole.
Yes.
Yeah, just like weird translation thing.
Yeah. The weather's gotten very cold recently. I hope you guys are staying healthy. They're offering flu vaccines, so please get those. And I'm hoping to go myself when I have the time, but I don't have time. Anyway, stay healthy, and next week I'll come back with Bomb heading towards Big Breeder. It's kind of funny that I think since starting this, we've ran through the cycle of a full year at least through him, because he was talking about winter at first, and now he's come full circle with that. And he's like, flu season, here it is again. It's like, oh, my friend, wait until 2020.
Yeah. What are those blog posts like?
Yeah, right.
The world has gone to shit.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, this is
Fantastic.
That's so
amazing.
cool. It's
Actually,
about time.
this was hinted at way back when Lara Rowe initially quit, and then remember he made a comment about a burger and a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And look at it now, bro. I know my guys. That's all I'm saying. Where was that on the trivia?
His face is on so many things that like it's only a matter of time before he like manifested the role of like an advertisement.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
That's cool.
That's cool.
amazing.
All right, chapter 272. This week's request is Quant in a cola costume for Halloween. I would never have thought of it, so I picked it. And I'm not sure how I feel about this. Since he looked lonely, I drew Lara Rowe here as well. Aw. I have a few characters I love to mess with, and Quant's one of those characters. He helped tarnish the reputation of rankers early on.
Damn.
That's true. That's true. I actually chose this specifically to mess with Quant. This week, the demonic statue finally moved after a long anticipation, although it died anticlimactically. For a speedy narrative, we now have Bomb and Yu Han Sung working with each other surprisingly well. Since his world is based on data, any lore revealed can be modified at any moment. And Yu Han Sung said, "This is a world of data, so you can't take anything at its face value." Well, Big Breeder seems to be able to meddle with the world to some extent, it seems. How so remains to be seen. Because Bam doesn't like using Yu Han Sung's techniques, they're rarely used. But Yu Han Sung often uses amplification techniques. When you see Yu Han Sung's techniques, you can see him increase the amount of bangs or overlap multiple to amplify them, etc. If you classify Shinsu control style between power and technique, Yu Han Sung's style is focused on highly skilled techniques. Wave controllers who are born into a lot of power don't particularly need to learn them, but Yu Han Sung, the teacher, is quite capable despite Bam's disdain for him. Making Bam fly in when he approaches an enemy seems to be a signature thing these days. So I made him fly in via explosion. Well, Big Breeder and Bam finally met. And the last nemesis? Whose nemesis is he? I think you guys already have an idea, but please do stay curious about him. Well, thank you for reading this week, and next week we'll see the fight with Big Breeder, who seems to get on everyone's nerves for some reason. Stay healthy in the cooling weather. I already got a cold, so God damn it. I'm taking meds regularly. I never get off of the seasonal cold train, huh? SIU. Poor man.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That is really good.
I love the idea that like while he's like hard at work, like and like super sick, Rack is just like.
I love like the evolution of blog posts because it's week by week. It's like, oh, I should get my flu shot. Next
Yeah.
one, oh, I'm sick. Now this one starts off just dead by a computer. It's
Yeah,
like,
you're
my God,
bro,
bro.
can't get that flu shot, huh?
Yeah, man.
Rack's
Anyway,
like,
Gavin.
"You writing turtle."
Okay, chapter 273. This week's request, I'm skipping because I'm not feeling well. Sorry, I'm taking medication, but it isn't helping. I even cut coffee because it hurt when I had it. I thought I had intestinal inflammation, but I have different symptoms that the hospital recommended examination. But since I had to make the deadline, I decided to defer the decision while I had medication. I want to get better soon, but once I get better, I will do the request from last week, as well as the one other character in a Halloween setting. This nemesis, too many people were calling spoilers, so I erased a lot of the explanation. But I'm pretty sure everyone knows. It seems to know in Dorsey. The fight between Big Breeder and Team Bam seems to be, how should I say this, messed up? The quest and the monster that hatched from that egg. This seems to favor whatever Big Breeder wants. Well, the true nature of this power that stopped Bam's divine whirlpool and how much the Big Breeder will tilt the board. Will Bam survive? Will the author survive? Please cheer me on. Now that the end of the year is approaching, important tests or events are coming up, so I hope everyone is prepared for that. Nowadays at the local cafe, everyone is studying hard. I hope you guys look forward to next week. Stay healthy, and I hope to recover from this adversary with Bam.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. Is he still feeling sick? Episode 274. No request this week either because I'm not feeling well. A lot of you were wondering about Iwa, and I can tell you that she's still climbing the tower tirelessly. Her flame control's off because Bomb's not by her side, according to her charred note from her. Aw. This chapter is sort of not really a twist. We have Big Breeder's real body. He looks slightly different. Why so? Will be revealed next week. Probably. I was wondering if I wanted to make the fight scene go longer or if to just use it as a step towards the last scene, and I guess I chose the latter. The reason why Bomb's divine whirlpool was blocked and why the Big Breeder meddles with the quest will now be revealed step by step. I did want to start off the hidden floor by completely overturning what's established in the first arc, and in the middle of that twist lies Big Breeder. So I hope that this Big Breeder is able, as a separate body from the data clones of the family head or Zahard, act as Bomb's opponent. I said last week I wasn't feeling well, and due to time constraints, I didn't get examined this week either. So I decided to take it next week. The medication did help a lot, so it's probably not a big problem. But I've been getting sick often lately, so I'll have to be careful. Since I had a ton on my mind recently, I was working on it by relying on my physical stamina. But I've realized that stress really does terrible things to your body. Everything stems from the heart, they say. Even if there's bad in life, you have to think good as you go about your daily life. SIU. 100% true. Well, he's better. He's going to get better.
He's better in the heart.
Yeah. I was going to say he's better now, and I'm like, no, he's not.
He's better now. Not right now, but like in the distant future now. I'm speaking from the future.
He's alive.
Take what we can get.
Anyway.
All right, chapter 275. Hi, this is SIU. Hi, SIU. My body's in very bad shape.
Jeez, bro. Like every freaking like now, granted, I mean, this is over a couple weeks, so you could be sick for like a month
but let's
straight.
be real. Every
But
single
like,
blog
dude,
post we read, there's been a reference. Of some
right?
sort
Like
of
I feel like every
illness.
other one or something. Jeez.
It's like if he gets like really sick to the point where he can't like move really or like work anymore, people can't be like, I never saw this coming. He's literally like logged it for the past years.
Yeah, hundreds of times.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Poor man.
Anyway.
My body's in very bad shape, and something happened recently, so I have not been able to follow my regular schedule. So instead, I will just write a concise postscript without the request. I am sorry. Although I don't think that this episode is going to be a turning point for the Hidden Floor arc, it will be a chance to connect closer to Tower of God's main story. The upcoming stories might seem unrelated, but somehow they will all connect back to the main story. This is what I have in mind right now. Since the setting is a multiverse, it might have more elements like that. You might feel uneasy with the current episode that has driven away from the main story a bit. The stories about the Hidden Floor will eventually become an opportunity to make connections with the 10 house heads and stories. Anyhow, the characters that rule ToG's large chunks of stories are very far away from Bam. I am hoping to make more connections and stuff and progress the current episode with that kind of thought. With that consideration, maybe others can hold on a bit longer. Still, I try not to feel too much pressure. P.S. About Betis' song in today's episode, honestly, I did not have the skill. The first draft of the lyrics just sounded too much like pop music, so I threw it away and made it more old school. I think lyricists are amazing. Even though I endlessly tried to show the best of myself, and I'm not confident that I have never slacked off. At some point, when I look back at the points that I cannot handle, there seems to be a heavy burden of anticipation or resentment that builds up. I feel a little scared, even though there is some stuff that I could not really take care of and the mistakes that I've made as a human being. My hope for more generous understanding grows. I guess this is quite difficult since, in reality, Webtoon is something that is read and made to enjoy. I hope there will be more joyful things in the future.
Keep your chin up, boy.
You go get there, boy.
Anyway.
Damn, chapter 276. I actually have been feeling sick.
Wow, that's crazy. I never would have thought.
It's like, I don't even want to read this. No, I'm kidding. And now my grandmother said she is also sick. So I am currently near my hometown.
Oh my gosh,
Bro.
dude.
Everybody's dropping, bro.
Facts. Until this week, there was some stuff happening to my work process and the people around me, so I was having a rough time. But from now on, I want to take a deep breath of fresh air, straighten my body and mind, wrap up the comic book, and if I have more time, I might as well start doing requests and events. So I hope you can wait a bit longer. People worry so much because I have been saying I am sick repeatedly, but I am much better now. I feel quite healthy. Bro, you just started it. Hold on, he just started it with I'm having a rough time and my grandmother's sick, and I was like, I feel quite healthy.
I feel like this is like when you're like, I am so fucking sick, and someone's like, "How are you really that sick? Are you good?" And you're like, well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's like, like
Yeah,
you immediately
no.
double back, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
Are you sick or are you not?
Yeah, no, it's just funny. This episode is an extension of the last episode, VR, the story that alternates between the hidden floor and the hidden floor.
I'll never get over that.
About Rachel's avatar. In fact, I had been thinking about what it would be like if I changed Rachel's appearance. So I thought this would be a good chance to do it. That was kind of my intention. Rachel is someone who has a complex about her own appearance. She's that type of character anyway. Well, it looks like Rachel's avatar has quite an idealized look.
Too bad she's still fugly.
Fugly on the inside.
I had made a quite complicated setting for the hidden quest and how to use the gauge. As the difficulty level of the quest rises, I think there will be more interesting stuff. For now, look forward to what Rachel's avatar will do when she first encounters Bam, and how it will become the wild card for the future plot. Interesting. The weather has become quite cold recently. Please be careful not to catch a cold. I heard there has been a lot of damage to Pohang because of the earthquake. I hope nobody's affected by it, and please take care of yourselves. To those of you who are preparing for the for 1 week delayed college entrance exam, I wish you good luck. Good luck for those of you who are taking the upcoming teacher employment exams as well.
Either of y'all ever been in like an earthquake?
Yes.
Like a small one. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
The one that hit us.
Yeah, there's ones that hit here, but like not like a, see what I mean?
It just caused an earthquake. You want to know what was messed up when that earthquake hit? I was at the dentist when that was happening.
Oh,
like dead
that
ass.
could've
I had
been so
stuff
bad.
in my mouth and everything started moving, and I was like, and like literally the guy stopped and he's like, oh my god, like my grandma thought she had vertigo, bro. She was like calling, she's like, because my mom was there with me, and she's like Laura, I think I'm having vertigo. Take me to the hospital. My mom's like, Grandma, it's an earthquake, bro. It was like all hell broke loose. Oh my god, bro.
His dentist is like, whoa. And Gavin's like, ah.
Bro, it was
Just
actually
a buzzsaw and Gavin's on Novocaine. He's like, how we looking, doc? And he's like,
bro, it was so scary because you're just sitting there and you can't really move. You're just like,
Yeah.
and like your mouth's wide open because you feel like an idiot, and he's like knuckles deep down there, and you're just like,
Knuckles
bro,
deep.
it was not a good time.
What dentist is
Yeah,
getting knuckles
no,
deep?
that's actually a true story too.
like,
I'm not
all
even
right, come here, Gavin. Let me fist your throat.
I mean, hey, bro, you got to do what you got to do, and if it reduced the cost, then hey, why not?
Gavin's like, oh, the dentist was in an alley, by the way. I didn't mention. I should have led with that.
Turns out it wasn't a dentist at all, actually.
I got a bunch of just weird stuff
I
that's
don't have
happened to
dental
me.
insurance.
I am missing a kidney.
And I still have a cavity. Oh, man. Story time with the AOA show. Anyway,
Oh, jeez.
episode, I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Episode 277, a bunch of text I don't understand, but maybe he'll clarify. Bomb. Coon, the snow doesn't gather on your head even though it's snowing. Coon, really? What? Wait a minute. Since it's been snowing, I drew a simple drawing for this episode, a sort of lighthearted panel. The Coon family has either very bluish or whitish hair that is close to sky colors. Sometimes there is a white hair, and it is said that you can tell the difference from the Ari family because their white hair tends to be very shiny. Okay, maybe that's why he's like, oh, it's not snowing, but it's really on his head. I don't get it. Yeah. So let's talk about this episode. First, it features Bomb, who met Rachel's clone and showed him leaving the village after resolving the problem. He just yeeted out of there. Actually, I initially drew the Grand Quest rats too cute, so I had to revise that little by little. For Han Sung's case, it feels a lot different from when we first saw him in the floor of tests. Somehow, Endorsi's nemesis joined the team. Well, certainly he is strong, but as a data, the system might have a limit to generate the replica. What? I gotta reread that. So, well, certainly as he is strong, but as a data, the system might have a limit to generating the replica. So, okay, like on how powerful that guy actually is.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
sorry. All right. This village is finished here, and probably after this, it will move to the main part of this arc. There will probably be a couple more stories along the way, and the quests will be continued as well as I think. The one left among the 10 house heads has been revealed. What happens after this might as well act as a skirmish for the main story of the house head who will appear later. Of course, the goal of this episode is still Jihad's data, so let's have anticipation about that too. He's like, I know you all like Coon, and I know we're all excited for it, but remember, Jihad is like kind of cool too. He is the villain of this story, so we're just like, no. Coon.
I'm like, what? I don't know. Coon. Give me Coon. Give me Coon. Give me Coon. Give me Coon.
I feel many things.
Wait, hold on. What's
Sorry, go ahead.
You know the Shrek, the thing from the Shrek movie where he's like, either or.
Draw more Coon. More Coon. And he's like, fine. He puts it on, and everyone's like, I love you, Daddy. I love you. He's like, but if I put too much Coon, then nobody else gets a chance. Do it. Do it.
Hey, fandom, he won't draw more Coon.
Yeah, whoever's doing this needs to link that.
There are.
It's so good.
Oh, man. I feel many things have happened during the week after the last upload. The entrance exams are finally done. It snowed for the first time this year, and I finally switched my night and day back to normal. I wish everything keeps getting better and happier, so please take care of your health during the winter that has been getting colder, and be careful not to slip on an icy road. SIU. Thank you, Dad.
Words of wisdom. Don't slip on the icy road.
Thanks, Papa.
All right.
What is this? If you eat a lot of grapes, then the electricity will be stronger.
Is that
But
supposed
not.
to
Apparently, it's from birth. Oh,
Is
is
this,
that
Papa
Eden
Coon?
talking to Rand?
be Ran?
He
Yeah.
said if he eats, like, 'cause he was eating grapes in the panel. He said if you eat hella grapes, your lightning ability will get stronger.
that's so funny.
And he's like, no, it was like that from birth.
That is hilarious.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. So translation from Len Edon on Discord. All right. Data that looks like the god of grapes has appeared.
He does look like a god straight out of Greek mythology. It is pretty awesome.
Yeah, 100%. Perhaps his name is Coon Edon. Anyway, because this is a younger version, it is different from the future version, but Bam's party might as well change gradually. Coon Edon, as Data, looks like a sprite. Well, the reason why he was holding grapes when he made the appearance is because one of the gods who became an inspiration for Edon is
Literally on point
That was
of like
100
wine and revelry
like,
or something of like
and,
partying,
like,
something
pleasure
like that.
and like yeah. Wow, that is spot on. So, among the 10 house heads, he is the one in charge of dissipation, hedonism, womanizing, charming looks, combat, etc.
Wow.
Okay.
Which leads into a theory I have that I will save for the discussion. But
This guy is like
yeah, he's just fucking around, dude.
like quite literally,
Like,
bro.
yeah.
He's like, Jihad, we did the whole tower thing. You mind if I just like do anything I want?
Jihad's like, and we're done. This is it. Everybody like, and he's like, so we do whatever we want, like anything, and nobody can say shit. Okay, someone get me some grapes.
Grapes, women, wine. More grapes to make more wine.
Oh my god. Team Raccoon Bam is traveling the stage together. It's been a long time. You'll be seeing the complete trio for a while with the upcoming Big Breeder and stuff. There will be some kind of confrontation. Bam Sung might be forming as well. In any case, with data of Kun Idon's debut, I'm hoping you enjoy the Hidden Floor episode and the road to the main story. I will end this postscript here. I guess I have to push myself harder. You don't.
You don't.
SIU. And the mods worked on this are 100% Sari Kano. Thank you, Sari Kano.
Oh, much appreciated.
Round of applause, golf claps. All
Well
around.
done, well done.
Awesome, cool. So, yeah, this one was a little shorter, but we covered less chapters this
Correct.
time in the
Yeah,
live
yeah,
stream
yeah.
by like 1 or 2, and the chapters I feel weren't quite as long, or like, you know, they were about normal length. There wasn't that any.
But
of
we
them
also
stretched.
we did have the mods like shorten the structure.
Yes,
of the
Correct.
blogs
we
a
also
little
did
bit,
as
so
well.
that-
Yeah.
There's not like the previous season.
So hopefully you guys liked this. It's definitely a little easier on us to do it, and it's still
100%,
equally
yeah.
as enjoyable because I
Correct.
thoroughly enjoyed that. So I think this is a good start. And if you did enjoy it, if you are new here, first of all, welcome. Second of all, like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes, whether it's ToG or any anime under the sun. Make sure you guys are hitting up the AOA Reactions channel as well to catch our live reactions to things like Attack on Titan, Dr. Stone, Ghost Stories from Gavin. We got Haikyuu coming soon. A lot of cool stuff on the horizon. Comment your thoughts down below as well. What did you think of our read-through of the blog post? What were your thoughts on these blog posts? Will SIU ever get better? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And we will catch you on the flip. Peace.
Peace.
Ninjas are samurais, blazing the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly.